Hi, it's Tony Hammond here again from Mellons Hyundai, Northern Ireland's premier Hyundai dealer. Did promise you we were going to have a second video on the all-new Hyundai Kona. So now we're going to present to the inside of the car, okay? Dealer. This is video 2 for the Hyundai Kona. This is obviously our interior video for the car. This particular one that we're sitting in, as I say, is the 1 litre TGDI Premium SE model. So it is completely fully loaded for the manual, okay? You've got all electric windows, 3-way operation for your mirrors, so you can have them so that they'll automatically fold in when you lock it and unfold when they lock out. Okay, Ivan's panning to that now. Just while we're down this way, there's a light that's lit up on the dashboard there, which is the blind spot detection system. Again, standard on this car. So if you have a car coming into your blind spot, there will be a warning light will come up onto your wing mirror just to warn you. And if you do try to move out of lane, there'll be an audible buzzer to basically make sure that you don't pull out of lane, okay? Whilst he was over there now, I don't need you to pan again, Ivan, but this car has a Hyundai First, which is a head-up display. And Ivan will just pan up and you'll see this appearing out of the dashboard as if by magic. Now, at the moment, you'll maybe be able to pick up some of the text on it here. It is difficult, obviously, in this video to pick up some of it. But at the moment, this is the industry leading in terms of brightness, okay? You don't necessarily have to have this on the dashboard. If you don't want it up, you can just push the button. There's Ivan panning in. Brilliant. You can pick that up a lot better there. Fantastic. But if you don't want it on the dash, you just hit the button and the display will disappear back into the instrument binnacle. Okay. Whilst we're on this side of the car, we've got automatic wipers, okay? We've also automatic headlights. You have cruise control with speed limiter. Full functions for your menu settings, so you can adjust things like how many times the indicators will wipe, whether or not you want your courtesy rear wiper to come on whenever the front wiper is on. Ivan's just panning through some of those things now. Brilliant. He's multitasking, if you saw him behind the camera. There we go. So we've got the automatic headlights as well. We've got all our audio functions on this side. A lot of the stuff in this car, a lot of the technology is all to do with the connectivity in the car, okay? So we have a floating screen design for the infotainment system. Now at the moment the screen is split, so it's showing you part of the map and part of the audio system. Some people may pick up on my taste in music in a minute, but we're on the split screen. So what we're going to do now is obviously just demonstrate how the map system works, okay? So we've got the map itself. The map, we can change the view. We've got 2D view, another 2D view, and then we're back to the 3D view, which I quite like because you've got the nice clouds in the background. Need to adjust the volume, really straightforward.
Guidance will be at this volume. Guidance will be at this volume.
Like so, okay? Now that obviously is just the map itself. The car has integrated satellite navigation, so we just push the navigation button and it's extremely easy to use. Okay, so United Kingdom, obviously you can select other countries like so, but we are in the United Kingdom, so let's pick a postcode. And I'm just going to pick one at random here because I don't want any of you finding out where I live. Okay, and a house number. Let's just go number 1. It's Ivan's mother-in-law's. Brilliant. He told me to set it as destination, and it is so easy. Just start
starting route guidance.
Just like so. Okay. Now with that, if you had the head-up display on in this car at the same time, obviously it's bringing up your next directions and so forth, but it will bring that up onto the head-up display if you opt for that in the menu settings, okay? Okay, so that was the satellite navigation. So you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, we've got Apple CarPlay. This car has Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. When I press that button, you'll see that it brings up a very clear screen with 8 icons on it. And it's projecting basically a lot of your stuff from your phone's interface onto the car, so it makes a lot of the things a lot more connected. So you'll see at the moment I've got 10 missed calls. I could go into that now, but obviously there'll be customer details in there which are quite secure, so we'll leave that at the moment. We've got music, okay, so if we go into our music, tap the icon. Brian Kennedy's playing at the moment. We can go back, change the song. We don't want that, just go back again, back into albums, and let's pick something else. So we'll go with this. My wife requested this song this morning. And just back like so, okay? We've got the volume down, so obviously you're not going to hear that in the car. Now, along the left-hand side of the screen, you'll also see there is a text message icon. And if I just press this now, you'll see that it will bring up some text messages from yesterday. But we can also send messages using our voice. There's an icon on the top right hand side of the screen which allows me to send a message whilst driving. So if I press this now, I'll attempt to send my colleague a message.
Okay, to whom?
Ivan Mellon.
What do you want to say?
Apple CarPlay.
Your message to Ivan Mellon says, Apple CarPlay. Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send it.
And it's as simple as that. Ivan will now receive this message. You may even hear the bleep coming through on the phone that he's recording on. So that's just how you send a message. If somebody was texting me back, if Ivan decided to text me back, but I know he's too busy doing that at the moment, if he did text me back, it would come through and it would instruct me then if I wanted the message to be repeated in the car and spoken back to me, and we can have various conversations backwards and forwards. Okay, just going back to this side of the screen then, we've also got Google Maps. Now this particular model happens to have integrated sat nav. Now some of the models in the Kona don't have that, but from the SE model and up, they all have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So even if it doesn't have sat nav, you will have some form of satellite navigation in the car. Okay, and it would just work the same sort of way. Just you can adjust the screen like so. Okay, very, very straightforward. Okay, if we just go back to the main screen again, say we've got our messages, we've got audio books. I don't have anything like that playing or in the phone at the moment, but we can just go back to what we're playing again. So we're back to Robin Thicke. Okay, so that is just that part of the screen. Now obviously you're not going to be doing too much of that whilst driving the car. The other parts that are integrated into this is a reversing camera. So if I just pop it into reverse at the moment, you'll see as soon as reverse is engaged, we have a very clear camera image showing the back of the car. Now you'll see just at the bottom of the screen here is the rear bumper of the vehicle, and you've got your amber and red guidelines. Now perfectly, two cars have just driven by. Now this car has blind spot detection, but it has rear cross traffic alert as well, and that's exactly what has just happened as that car has just driven by, because it's warning me not to reverse because I'm about to reverse out into another vehicle. Okay, now obviously we're sitting, we're not driving anywhere, but I'm going to turn the steering wheel here just so you can see the guidelines. So if I have the steering wheel turn one full revolution, the steering wheel's straight, but my wheels aren't. Okay, the blue line's there to indicate when your wheels have been realigned again, and when we just put it back into the straight position again, you'll see that the blue lines disappear, and when we take it back out of reverse, we're back to the screen that we started on. Okay, it's very, very straightforward to use. Okay, well, if we go down now to the not the satellite navigation, the ventilation system in the car, we have climate control on this car, so it's all digital. So we've got our temperature gauge just over on the left hand side. It is auto climate control as well, so you've got a humidity sensor just behind the two grills, so the car will adjust the temperature and air conditioning on and off as it sees fit. Okay, on the right hand side then, very clear, we've got our fan speed up and down, and then our air conditioning on and off. I won't turn the air conditioning off at the moment because of the amount of hot air that I'm blowing. We have our direction of air, which is the middle one, so we can change, very straightforward. You'll see this too, which is really neat. You can actually have air coming to the windscreen, to the face and to the feet all at the same time. And in my experience, there aren't many cars that allow you to be able to do that. Okay, so you've got that. If we pan down then just to the gear selector, we have, it's a 6-speed manual gearbox on the car, but on the Premium SE you also have things like heated front seats. They are 3-stage heat, so high, medium, low. And then you've also 3-stage chilled, so if we ever do get a summer again, anything half decent, you'll be able to chill the seats so that they're not too hot on the leather. We've also got a heated steering wheel, which heats up really quickly from my experience in this car. And just down below that then we have a button which is your Blue Drive technology. Now this car has fuel saving measures, so if you're coming up to traffic lights and it feels like it's going to save some fuel, take the car out of gear and your foot off the clutch and the engine will automatically cut out. Traffic lights go green again, foot back on, clutch, and the engine will restart. Okay, but you can opt to switch that system off if you wish. Okay, this car being the Premium SE, you'll see a light illuminated here on the left hand side of the gear selector, has front and rear parking sensors. Okay, now from the Premium model and up you will get parking sensors, but they can be fitted as an aftermarket accessory if you want as an option. Okay, I don't know what you think, guys, but I think this is a fabulous looking car inside. We'll probably do some more videos once we get some more details on this car with regards to finance packages and so forth. But if you want to come down and see myself, have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea at the moment, I'm here all day. I'll just give you our opening hours just while we're here. Monday, Wednesday and Friday we're here 8:30 to 5:30. Tuesdays and Thursdays we're here from 8:30 to 8 o'clock at night. And then we have new opening hours on Saturday, so we are open from 9 o'clock through to 2 p.m. So please come down and see us, because we are very busy at the moment with this new vehicle. Look forward to seeing you soon.